Dallas Cowboys Game Night is presented by AT&T. GEICO. Switch today and see all the ways you could save. Miller Lite, the only beer the Cowboys. It's Miller time. And by NFL Game Pass. You'll never miss a game again. Enjoy full and condensed game replays from Week 1 to the Super Bowl.
36-28 from AT&T Stadium in Arlington. The Dallas Cowboys, though it was a little bit closer at the end than originally anticipated, they hold off the Carolina Panthers and give the Panthers their first loss of 2021. The Cowboys have now won 3 straight and hold on to first place in the NFC East. Welcome in to Cowboys Game Night at the Star in Frisco in the Globe Life Studios. Alongside the all-time great for the Dallas Cowboys, Nate Newton. I'm Kyle Youmans. And 36-28, Nate, this was a gritty game, and it has been gritty between these two teams over the 13 all-time regular season meetings. The Cowboys have now won 10 of them. But when you look at this game, what stands out to you?
A lot of things, Kyle. You can talk about the defense. You can talk about Diggs. You can talk about Randy Gregory. You can talk about OC. I can't pronounce his last name, but he's a young rookie and he's playing hard. Offensively, you can talk about Zeke. You can talk about the wide receivers and how gritty Cooper was during the game, how Schultz had to come from behind had a little fumble there, and he came back and did what he had to do. It was just a great team effort. And then, Kellen Moore did his thing. Coach Quinn did his thing. It's just so many things that made this game come to fruition with a win.
Yeah, it's been a unique mixture of veterans and youth making movements. You mentioned Osa Odigizua. He had another sack today. So did fellow third-round defensive lineman Chauncey Golston, his first sack of his professional career. But I mentioned the veterans, Ezekiel Elliott with a big-time game, his first game over 140 rushing yards since Week 10 of the 2018 season. A very happy Zeke went to the podium following the win.
Ooh, what's going on? You? Good, man. That always catches me up when I say what's up to someone. They be like, you?
Zeke, what was the big difference in the mentality of the team coming out in the second half?
We just knew we had to go take care of business. We came out hot, came out with our piss hot, came out ready to go win that football game.
How many things have to go right, blocking everything to hit a 50-yarder like you had there?
Yeah, especially in this league, a lot of things have to go right. You got to normally make a guy miss. But the O-line, they dominated the line of scrimmage today. By the end of the game, those guys really didn't want any more to run. We ran for 250 today. But I think we got a real nice system going right now. Just me and TP in there keeping each other fresh, and I think we're gonna keep this thing going.
I don't want to say surprised, but they had the #1 rushing defense heading into this game, 244 yards. I think just impressed by how easy y'all made it look today.
They're a good defense. They bring a lot of different fronts to the table. They're going to run a lot of different things, so they're going to change it up on you. So it's kind of hard to kind of get a beat on what they're going to do. But they hadn't seen an offense like us this year, and so we came out, we played good ball.
Zeke, obviously, you're one of the handful of names people can pick out any day of the week. But what does it mean, and what does it say about this team after 4 weeks that we're starting to hear names like Wilson and Schultz and Basham and Golston and J-Ron Curse? What does that say about this team?
It says a lot. We've been saying this since the beginning. We're deep. We're deep at every position. We even got some guys injured right now. Just the ability for us to go out there and everyone play well. No one has to take too much of a load. No one has to put too much on themselves. All we have to do is play with each other and play for each other.
You mentioned
245 rushing yards and over 400 total yards for the Cowboys against the previous #1 defense in the NFL. When we come back, the Cowboys defense forced a couple more takeaways. We hear from a historic start from Trevon Diggs.
This segment is brought to you by the Texas Lottery. The Dallas Cowboys scratch ticket from the Texas Lottery is your ticket for a chance to win up to $100,000. Get your Dallas Cowboys scratch ticket today. Must be 18 or older to purchase a ticket. Play responsibly.
Trevon Diggs, the second Cowboy in history to have 5 interceptions in a team's first 4 games going back to 1968. That was the last time we saw a Dallas Cowboy with that stat. He elaborates more on his historic start and a little injury update after the game.
Don't get rattled by the fans over there. Now you're playing in front of 80,000.
They've been doing that the last 20 minutes.
Trey, what's your definition of a lockdown cornerback?
Darrell Revis, when he out there playing, that's somebody that I really watch and really look up to. You know, he's my definition of a true lockdown corner. So, him.
If you were watching this game today, you think you made him feel proud?
I hope so.
Can you just tell us what happened with your back? Or did you have a back injury? What happened in the fourth quarter?
I was just having back tightness. Yeah.
So it was just all cautious?
Mm-hmm.
Something that came up early in the game?
Yeah, early in the game.
Did you get stepped on?
Mm-hmm. Something like that.
Something like that. Could you have played throughout if needed?
They wanted to hold me. Didn't want to risk it. Just had back tightness, bro. Sick.
You know, you've had so many interceptions now. It's still kind of a surprise guys are throwing your way. Are you expecting that maybe they could just stop throwing your way?
No, I don't want them to stop throwing. Keep throwing. I need more.
Can you describe the confidence you're playing with, given that you're responsible for half the team's turnovers at this point?
I just feel like, I'm just reading my keys, just, being me, playing, how I'm playing, just trying to play at a high level, and just, just trying to win.
You jumped over the receiver's back. Can you just break down that play?
Say it one more time.
When you jumped over the receiver's back to get that 150, break down that play, what you saw, that kind of stuff?
Just reading my keys again, seeing the receiver, seeing the quarterback throw the ball, and just broke on the ball. And I almost dropped it, but, I had to juggle it and bring it back in. But, I was just reading my keys and just making a play.
That was the second one, right?
Yeah, that was the second one.
What happened? What did you see on the first interception?
The first one, we was in a zone, and I was just, kind of reading the quarterback, seeing him turn my way, and he threw it right to me.
Do you have the attitude that the ball's in the air is mine as much as theirs?
Yeah, for sure. I feel like if they throw it and I can get it, I'm gonna get it before he get it.
How much time do you
Second multi-interception game in Trevon Diggs' career. And, well, he's been special through the first 4 games, 5 interceptions. Nate, when do teams start taking notice of this and not throwing his direction?
It started this coming week. It started this coming week. You don't keep trying a guy. He gets you once in the game. He said, okay. He gets you twice in the game. You don't play with him. The guy's on fire, man. Back spasms, I see why the way that last play, man, where he got in front of the guy, it takes some torque, man, to step it, put your back foot in the ground, and to come back on that ball the way he did, that was nice.
How special has this been, and where does he compare in terms of some of the other great corners that this organization has seen?
They've had some good ones back there, man. They've had some good ones, and he ranks at the top for his early in his career making all these plays. Our other guy is Everson Walls.
Wow.
He made a lot of plays like that early in his career, so he's off to a good start. Hey, don't throw his way.
Don't throw his way. Cowboys are starting, other teams are starting to take notice of that a little bit. 5 interceptions for Trevon Diggs in the first 4 ball games of the season. Last year's leader in the NFL only had 10. That was Howard out of Miami. When we come back, we hear from QB1 Dak Prescott on the win over the Panthers. 36-28, the final score from AT&T Stadium.
This segment was brought to you by the Texas Lottery. The Dallas Cowboys scratch ticket from the Texas Lottery is your ticket for a chance to win up to $100,000. Get your Dallas Cowboys scratch ticket today. Must be 18 or older to purchase a ticket. Play responsibly. This segment is brought to you by GEICO. Switch today and see all the ways you could save.
Dak Prescott finished with just 188 yards total through the air, but he threw 4 touchdown passes and was ultra efficient again from the quarterback position. Here's what QB1 had to say following the win over the Panthers.
I think you talk about the confidence this offense is playing with right now, and you had that opportunity in the third with Steve making some plays where it's just do you realize the moment you can take over a game and do it, and that's what their offense is now?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, obviously, we think we can beat you at the run, we can beat you at the pass, whatever you're going to give us. The openings, we're going to take them. I mean, Kelly's doing a good job of dialing it up, and guys are just communicating and executing it. But I mean, even tonight, we left some meat on the bone to say. I mean, we left some plays out there, and some. We want to finish that game with another touchdown on one of those last 2 drives. So I mean, that's just the expectation and the standard of this offense.
Mari played through a little bit today, hammy, and we'll just talk about the type of game he played for you, especially on that touchdown catch.
Yeah, I mean, he's a fighter, resilient. Just obviously that he had the double move there and didn't get the bite I wanted on the corner. But I mean, I saw Amari Cooper up the sideline one-on-one and said I'm gonna give him a chance. I felt like I missed him in the Chargers game, so I told him I owed him and wasn't gonna miss him there. And I mean, he went and made a great play. Him one-on-one with anybody, I'm gonna take that matchup. And as you said, to play through what he played through, just to do it, whether it was blocking or whether it was just getting open, that just shows the selfless play of him and just this team.
Really quiet, this 4-touchdown game you ever had. I guess 180 yards pass. You had a couple of runs, but.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't realize I didn't even break 200. Dang. But yeah, I guess so. I mean, but that's kind of the strength of this offense, getting the ball in these guys' hands, and you see what they can do afterwards. And then what Kellen's dialing up. I mean, the play to said, we took advantage of something that we did in the first half to come back and use it against them, and then Spring set open for that touchdown. Dalton later. Yeah, I mean, just being able to mix it around and get it in different guys' hands, and all of these guys are greedy. They know the next guy's going to go try to make a touchdown if they don't get theirs with their opportunity. So, as I said, that's the strength, and that's the plus of it.
How did it feel to run an open field? I mean, you had a couple of runs, 19 yards. How did it feel to be out there running?
Yeah, it felt good. I don't feel like I've moved that fast in a while. One of them I was trying to, should I get out of bounds? I think I can get some more. But, no, it was good. I mean, just doing whatever it takes to win. That's what presented itself on that play, and just had to go get it.
It showed you your ankle is fine, everything is
Yeah,
good.
I mean, I told you guys long ago before the season started, I wasn't worried about that. Wasn't thinking about that. I told y'all that I may have felt like I was faster because of all the work and all the rehab and everything that I've put into it. So, yeah, I mean, it's just about being smart with taking the hits. But I mean, if the run's there, I'm gonna take it.
On your second long run, it looked.
You heard Dak Prescott there kind of joking about it a little bit. Under 200 yards. That doesn't happen a whole lot for Dak Prescott throughout his career because of some of the numbers that he's put up. But I think the key is that the offense didn't skip a beat. They were like a well-oiled machine, and they didn't need Dak Prescott to throw for 200.
Not today. And you could ask me earlier in the week, and I was like, man, they're going to have to throw this ball. I mean, they're going to have to make their hay, losing the young rookies starter that they had at corner. But they came out and they pounded it up the middle, and I was surprised, with our center and left guard. I thought that would be a weakness, but it turned out to be a strength. Zeke had a great day. Pollard had a great day. Hey, Dak even ran the ball for about 45 yards, so great play.
And 21 of those yards came on a really clutch 4th and 2 in the first half that set up a touchdown drive. How big was the momentum swings that he was able to provide?
That is what you want from your quarterback. That is what you want from the mechanic. He sees something and everything is broken down. He got the legs, he's got the size, and he did what he needed to do.
Yes, he definitely did. Put the Cowboys offense in a position to succeed. Randy Gregory did that on the defensive side of the football. A pair of sacks for the 3rd time in his career, a multi-sack game. We hear from Randy at the podium when we return.
This segment was brought to you by GEICO. Switch today and see all the ways you could save.
Back here with more Cowboys game night after the Cowboys take down the Carolina Panthers 36-28 at AT&T Stadium. Let's go back out to Arlington and hear from Randy Gregory, who had 2 of the defensive line's 5 sacks on the afternoon.
You got 2 sacks, huh?
It did. Felt decent. I think that was a product of, us rushing as one, like we like to talk about a lot. Truly believe, the stats are going to come for each and every one of us. If we play as one, rush as one. So,
how impressive is what Chauncey's doing, considering he didn't really have a training camp?
I mean, it's real. I think that's one of the things that hadn't been talked about the most. He's. I don't know. Our rookies. I've been here since 2015. I was a rookie also, obviously, and I think I did things a lot different than some of these rookies are doing. But, it's real refreshing to see those guys come in here and make the impact they've made and pick up, the playbook and just the speed of the game as fast as they have. I think that says a lot about our front office and our coaches and the way they can develop young guys, and says a lot about the veterans, making sure the young guys are locked in. It says a lot about the young guys being locked in. So, yeah, I mean, it's nice to see that, and we're expecting them to continue to take those leaps throughout the year.
What kind of role is Diggs on?
Diggs? I don't know. Diggs is funny because, I told him before the game, I was like, I need one. And he's like, I'm going to get you two. I'm like, all right. So he got that first. I was like, we're good. He did his job. And then he got that second one. I didn't even know he picked it off. I'm like, did he really pick off another one? And I was like, oh, my God. And Cam Irvin actually came up to me and told me, he's like, man, he got another one. So it was I don't know. I mean, I don't know what the record is. What is it? He keeps on a roll like this. I mean, he'll have it by mid-season. Shit, 11 in the season. Really? Oh, yeah. I don't know. I mean, it's nice to see. Like I said, I think it's a product of us playing as one. You get after the quarterback and, do that over the course of a game. He's going to throw some ops up there, and, our DBs are doing a good job locking up the wide receivers, getting a lot of PBUs, and obviously getting the picks.
Yeah, how much pride? It's not the interceptions aren't just because of the secondary.
Mm-hmm.
It's because of a lot of times, a lot of pressure. What you just talked about.
Yeah.
So you take pride in those INTs just as much.
Definitely. I mean, all three levels. Not just D-line and the secondary, but yeah, I think I'm not going to say those plays don't happen if we don't get to the quarterback, but definitely. We expect those to happen when you get out the quarterback, and our secondary is playing lights out. We really want ball hawks out there, and even with the big hit, I forget who it was, KZ maybe. Yeah, I mean even that, you get some people get mad about that. I thought it was a clean hit. You want to see that in the secondary. Guys going to take your shots and try to make some explosive plays out there.
What would you say about that pass rush where?
So Randy Gregory, very complimentary of the entire defense, but 5 sacks up front. That front seven was getting after the football.
He had 2. OC had 1. Golston had 1.
Parsons.
And then Parsons had. So the beat goes on and on. This defensive line is playing well. The linebackers are playing well. Secondary is playing well. They're playing well as a team.
Outside of Randy Gregory, 3 rookies with sacks. I mean, the youth of this defense is really exciting for Cowboys Nation. When we come back, we tie a bow on this 8-point win and get you set up for Week 5. The Cowboys remain in first place with their win over the Panthers.
Dallas Cowboys Game Night was presented by AT&T, Reliant, an NRG company, and by NFL Game Pass. You'll never miss a game again. Enjoy full and condensed game replays from Week 1 to the Super Bowl.
Cowboys protect home field again at AT&T Stadium and hand the Carolina Panthers their first loss of 2021 with a 36-28 win over Carolina. 430-plus yards of offense, most of that coming on the ground with 245 split between a couple ball carriers. Ezekiel Elliott, Tony Pollard, Dak Prescott all combining for that 245 number. And then the 2 big takeaways. Nate Newton, what's your biggest takeaway from the win?
Just they played well as a team. I just want them to finish a little bit better. We kind of let Carolina back in it. They played hard. We knew they would play hard. They stayed intense at the end, but you know what? We got it as a team.
Got it there as a team, and the Cowboys now have won 3 straight. And like I said, going into the last break, the Cowboys are first place in the NFC East, taking on the NFC East Giants next week at AT&T Stadium. For Nate Newton and our entire DallasCowboys.com crew, I'm Kyle Youmans saying so long. Thanks for joining us on Cowboys Game Night.